historic venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out here.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right?
He smashes his way through again. Hits the accelerator to the right. Attack. Touchdown. Fighting Irish. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So Stanford's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
Looking downfield, it's Warren. Out wide left, it's Blackburn. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss. And look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Left side is Ford. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside, it's Ford. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. You got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On the move, it's Ford. Enough to move the chains. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Out wide left, it's Blackburn. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. In the red area, it's Ford. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Warren. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The run inside. It's Ford. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they handed off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Got it in the middle, it's Ford. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Right side, it's Ford. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Snapped it and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Way off target there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Left side, it's Gilbert. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Play action, Carr. In the backfield, it's Williams. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first. before he's dragged to the ground. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Throwing. Carr. Between the hashes, it's Gilbert. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Turns into the pile. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. Sets his feet. It's Warren. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You just look.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 5 team. The Indiana Hoosiers.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just started rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the Cardinals sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Out wide right, it's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. From the gun, it's 4. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down. Dropping back, it's Warren. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Sweet cut there. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
And he gets rid of it.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Got to make the play on 4. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Quickly to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Motion from the wideout. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
Kick is in the air, and they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Warren. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Brown.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Out wide right, it's Blackburn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Now from inside the red zone. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. Takes it the other way. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Moves the pocket. It's Warren. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Ford. Great pick. Keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. So that penalty was a costly one. So crucial play, got to convert, or the offense is off the field. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to the big tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Second and long here. Keep it on the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. A designed run for the quarterback. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the 1st down.
Quick give. It's Williams. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer,